Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. It's the Sacramento Kings facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Now here's Morant. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And tonight, Smith, you look at perhaps the future of the NBA, but it takes time, we all know, to build.
Kevin, you got to start somewhere. And a lot of these players feel with their whole careers ahead of them. A lot of time to grow.
Here's Fox. To the paint. Here's Bagley. And finish off by Bagley.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
Now here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. There's Noel. Barnes right side. Fades back. And the rejection by Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. To Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Anytime Barnes gets that close to the basket, he's looking to throw it down.
And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back, Steve.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Bain, no good. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. We talked about the snowball effect that De'Aaron Fox can have on his team. Coach told me when he gets a few easy ones, everyone else follows suit. We need to get back in transition and take away layup chances from him. That won't be easy, given the elite speed that Fox possesses. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Pass to Reddish. Sacramento moving it around. And finish off by Bagley.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Takes a step back. Morant drives in. Here's Noel.
Grizzlies foul. Nerlens Noel. That's his first personal foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. There's the drive. There's Jackson with the three. Barnes grabs the miss. Memphis trailing here. Morant surveying the D. And the rejection by Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
One thing that makes Jaren such a great alley-oop target is his hands, measured at enormous 10 inches long.
Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Even though he was dealing with a taller defender, he got big and got the job done.
Pass to Reddish. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Bain. Noel in the corner. Up top, Morant. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the biscuit there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror.
Bain with the bucket. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Outside, Fox. Healed outside. Bagley the screen. Shoots the three. And it's Morant with the rebound. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Inside. Here's Nurkic. Bagley with the block. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 2. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. He says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. Now, here is Morris. Pass to Davis. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Davis has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Kings. Milton with the ball. Here's Thompson. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
And here's Davis for 3. Sacramento moving it around. And the wide-open shot from Morris. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
To the inside. Brooks. And the rejection by Holmes. Mitchell right side. With the drive. Morris with the ball. Started now by Barnes. Pulls up. Morris, no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Nobody near Barnes. They get it back. And then Clark slams it in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
On the wing, Mitchell. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. And Smitty, I'm going to ask you to put your GM hat on here for a second. When you think of undervalued player types, what comes to mind?
For me, Kevin, defenders who are also great decision makers offensively. Everyone knows you need shooting, but you add in a player that can defend and pass, that's how you build an elite team.
It's tipped. Holmes with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Driving the lane. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super, so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
On the wing, Heel. Going inside. It's tipped.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Thompson misses.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Steve, I always thought what makes a player like Cam Reddish exciting is that season to season, he's always improving. Wouldn't you agree?
I totally agree. Absolutely. Watching Cam Reddish get stronger as a player is a real treat. You see him stepping up more and making a bigger contribution. It's clear that he's taking the time off the court to work on his craft. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Fox. Healed outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Heald's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Down low. It's stolen by Reddish. And the Kings pushing it up now. Bagley the screen. Shot by Hield, nobody around. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And smart decision by Hield. Surveys the defense and then just takes it himself.
That was your dance team. Make some noise for them.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Morant drives in. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Out to the wing. Screen by Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock.
High-level defensive potential for Cam Reddish. He's active and versatile, and add in the length, he can cover a lot of distance.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And here's Morant. Out to the right wing. Payne for 3. And another miss by Memphis. Up in time.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant.
And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Pass to Reddish. Jackson has the open look. Oh, good on the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant drives in. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. Outside, Fox. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Shoots over Morant. Shot clock at 5. Reddish's shot is good.
Nice shot by Cam. Just taking advantage of the opportunity he's given.
Here's Morant. Nurkic up top. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jackson comes over with the double. Memphis moving that ball around. One-on-one fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Morant. He's got 6.
I mean, as a defender, Jaren Jackson, he has it all. Quick to the ball, provides great rim protection, and he never gives up on plays.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by.
And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point guard moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
Now, here's Fox. Takes it inside, and it's Fox with the jam.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
And Craig, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash, but we don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Inside. And they get it. Noel wide open. He fires. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
The Kings with it. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Outside, Fox. Pass to Reddish. Back to Fox. And the rejection by Noel. Morant with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Jackson down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Morant right side. And it's Brooks in the corner. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Kings?
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Pass to Noel. Back to Morant. The three-pointer, no good.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Jackson with the screen. There's a lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
This is a big target coming off the pick and roll. Jaren's lethal in this set.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Barnes for three. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
A pass to Fox. And so it's Sacramento out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17-point game. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. From the arc, gets the 3-pointer to fall.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Kings leading out by 14. Morris outside. Takes it from 10, and the jumper is good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Morant with it. Driving in. Nobody near Nurkic. No good on the 3.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Holmes sets a screen. Mitchell outside. Morris outside. 4 on the clock. Over Barnes. The shot that time, not on target. And Memphis the other way now. To the middle. Here's Clark. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the 21st pick in 2019. Smitty, how did Brandon Clark fall that far?
You know, a lot of times when you play 4 years in college, I don't know, for some reason they think something's wrong with that. He was still tinkering with that form on his jump shot, but you look at his productivity at Gonzaga, I'm not surprised how effective he's been in the pros.
Morris outside. Hands it from downtown. And the Kings lead by 17.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
To the inside. Brooks. And he banks in the layup.
Challenging the heart of the defense on that play. Brooks daring someone to stop him.
On the wing, Morris. 3-pointers off the mark. And here are the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
And one thing about Ja Morant that can get lost in all the highlights, he is truly a gifted playmaker. Great vision, and he manipulates defenses to create openings for his teammates.
Let's not forget, he led the nation in assists his sophomore season at Murray State. His court sense and feel for the game are advanced, especially for a player his age.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And Memphis making a change here. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Noel in the corner. Memphis moving it around. And the rejection by Holmes. Harkless on the wing. The 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Harkless has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. To the paint. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
The powerful frame of Barnes went right through the foul like the defender wasn't even there.
And you look at Harrison Barnes shooting, it's clear he's all about efficiency.
He wants to make the most out of every touch, and he's doing just that by shooting consistently. He's clearly put in the work to dial in his shot and limit wasted opportunities. Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Barnes outside. And this August, the summer.
Oh, did you see that? And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Sacramento.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Jaren Jackson.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
5 on the clock.
Nolan's Noel. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
And that one misses.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the screen. Morant drives in. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play.
First personal foul.
Harrison Barnes picks one up.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Morant right side. Tries again. Offline. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect
I'm showing my earth if I want. Hang up the phone on that, block the number. I told you don't play with me, and she be acting funny, probably thinking need. I thought I was fake.